Hello viewers, it is Super GT here. Welcome to Silverstone. It's going to feature a lot in this video, I can tell you that. And that's also going to feature a lot. Collisions, theme of the video, or theme of the game. Let's call it theme of the game. A couple of guys off, or more than a couple, and couldn't quite make it past the BMW, spinning around in the middle of the track. This is the short version of Silverstone, so we're going to whip a right and a bit of a left, but not quite the hairpin, and then we're going to go to the wall, the infamous wall. There it is. Not quite sure the decision making behind that wall, but I don't think it needs to be there. Let me know your thoughts, because I mean all it was before was just a bit of a runoff. You just drive into the runoff, no problems. But now you have a wall, tyres going everywhere, people hitting the wall, flying back onto the track, causing carnage. And here's another theme of the video: V8 supercars, as you just saw ahead there, going for crazy lunges. That's going to happen quite a lot. Just made contact with the BMW touring car there, as I wasn't quite expecting the angle they'd come to that final corner at. 3 abreast down the main straight as we cross the line onto lap 2 of 5. I'm in the middle of the sandwich, but I'm going to go ahead just before the carnage ensues behind me. Just seem to make it out in time there. Make it out alive before the rest of the pack eats you up. Through turn 2, fairly nicely done. It's the Ferrari 599. As you can see on the number plate, they just made contact with the V8 supercar. Hopefully he doesn't get too annoyed with that. He's in my 6th place. I can't be having that for too long. Going to tuck into the slipstream, pull out to the side, and that's a job well done. As we go into Stowe corner at the end of the hangar straight, on the brakes fairly late, but he's up the inside, just appears out of nowhere. We're going to have to give him the space. We've got a car off up ahead, just rejoining the track. Now we're going to go up the inside of the Corvette, and the V8 supercar is just going to come across the 2 of us, and well, it's going to get a bit messy here. And I do actually have manual gears, so I don't have clutch on, because about 2 minutes before this race I was playing X class, believe it or not, so I forgot to turn it back on, or manual clutch back on, hence the reason why I'm pretty slow right now. Also have traction control on, so yeah, don't call me a noob, because that's actually making me slower. It's actually making it hard. I'm making it hard for myself, basically. Probably losing about a second a lap just with these assists. V8 supercar back onto the track, just about to get ahead of him. Rolls reverse there as he taps me in the back through that corner, but we're through okay. In 5th, do I deserve to be ahead of 6th place? Well, we'll see, because 4th place has got a gap, but 6th place is coming back at me now. So will my magnetic force to 6th place actually play part? Oh, actually, look at this. Corvette into the back of me, and it's all gone massively wrong. Although we have managed to stay facing forwards. V8 supercar just ahead, and in the braking zone, just going to turn across there. And he totally deserves that, to be spun out, because when you're in the braking zone, you just do not turn across like that, not that late. You can turn before, but not during. That's just dangerous. And I think he deserved to be spun out. We're in 5th place. The BMW is just going to give me a tap on the way through to turn 1. He doesn't want to brave it through the apex on the inside. So it's going to keep the momentum, keep 5th place on the outside, and the brake on the left hand side there, the curb that opens up on the left hand side, that's my braking point, so just spotting that. We do of course have no braking line on at the moment, so having to make use of the natural furniture of the circuit to make our braking points, and in this case it's a lot of the curbs that you see on the side of the track. BMW going back past on the hangar straight, so I'm back into 6th place. So I'm guessing at this point you're thinking, well, just a typical Super GT video where he finishes in 6th place, but you'll see in a moment that that isn't going to be the case as we come into the final couple of corners, braking on the end of that curb, just as that curb starts. Just made contact with the BMW, but we're about, just about through okay, unscathed as we come through the final turn, then just extending a little bit wide, just keeping 2 wheels on the curb. And then, yeah, you're thinking he's going to finish in 6th, isn't he? 1 more lap left to go as that BMW escapes. But no, 2 people decide to absolutely abuse each other on the final turn. So I'll go through into 4th place. Thank you very much, guys. And there we go, not a 6th place finish, but we might see one here. So we did Silverstone, and then the next vote was Silverstone. So thanks for that, guys. Making for some very varied races. Although it is wet, that does make for a bit of a difference. A bit further up on the grid here, as we come through turn 2. Aston Martin just going to slow up ahead of us. Viper goes flying around the outside, and I'm kind of just hemmed in here. Don't really have anywhere to go. Aston Martin sideways. V8 Supercar coming out of nowhere. And then into the hairpin. Aston Martin taking a horrible line. Just absolutely abusing everyone. And I'm round. V8 Supercar spinning me out. But I just about managed to regain composure and face the correct direction. Massive drift slide to block the car behind me. And this is just going to be one of the saddest stories ever, as the V8 Supercar just, well, he completely loses his mind here. And I'm going to go for a tumble. Check this out, as I go for a nice spin and pike. And all 10s on these judges' scorecards there. And for some demented reason, I just could not get my car flipped back over. So this is just one of the most infuriating 30 seconds of my life, as I really want to catch up to that V8 Supercar and perform Cheating Scum Part 2. But I actually spent about 5 years there. He actually quit out the game just before I caught up to him. So very wise decision from him. So back in the lobby. And guess what? 3rd race in a row, we have Silverstone. So I really don't know what people are voting for here. Just a pure repeat of the exact same tracks over and over again. I think that shouldn't be a possibility. It shouldn't even be able to happen. If you've done a track, it should simply not come up again. Even under random race, it should not come up again. But anyway, I'm on pole position. We have GTR Moshes in 2nd. So our former teammate at GTR. I know just how quick this guy is. He's very quick indeed. So it's going to be a close race. So again, sticking with the 599, I really like this car in S-Class. Very solid, very good on power. And, well, just an all-round great car, really. Just very manageable to drive. So coming through the club section, drifting over the curb, a little bit of time lost. You can see there Mosh's nose just poking onto the bottom of the screen. It's going to be a drag race down the main straight into turn number 1. But then I've got that outside line, just drifts. And I can hold the outside line there, holding my line with the extra momentum and just keeping 1st place. So good work there. But it's always good when you can get out the front with the big names that you know. GTR Moshes, I know him. I know he's good. So I know that we can push each other to the limit and have a good race, rather than being back in 6th place, killing each other. But then this is where Ruthless Super GT comes out to play. You've seen Ruthless Super GT in previous videos, and it's going to come out to play again here. So we've got back marker. I'm not taking any chances, because what the hell is he doing? I'm not going to get bumped out by this guy on the last lap. So I'm just not going to take any chances. Punt him off into the wall. Just absolutely ruthless. Just no messing about. You can't take any chances. When the back markers are going to come up to you like that, just best punt them off. And I've gone through on Moshes. Yes, it was a little bit over the curb. Oh well, it was a good race anyway. Then again, yeah, total corner cut. I am a big noob, I admit. And then over the line, we're going to win. And well, look at that. I mean, almost went underneath Moshes there. Nice little backflip he did there. So we move then to Prague. This is going to be a very interesting race, I can tell you that. 1st place on the grid again, but we are going to let everyone go past. And then a bit further round, this is where the real chaos begins, in the love tunnel. And well, it's just going to get very filthy. This car goes actually underneath me. That's the new definition of undertaking right there. Actually goes directly underneath me. What an overtake that was. I bet he was very scared with his head poking out of that little F1 car. Almost took his head off there completely. Okay, we're 23rd, right? 23rd, dead last in this race. Let's see what we can do from here, because that's not really good enough. 21st now, so 2 positions already. I'm going to show you pretty much all of this race, so you can really show the master at work as we come from last to, well, let's see if I can do better than 6th. That'd be good. There, I just brushed past my arch nemesis in the V8 Supercar and go up another 2 positions. Another guy on the wall. You'll find this a lot in Forza 6. most of the positions gained are because of idiots crashing into walls and not actually genuine overtakes. So most of the time just keep yourself clean and you will survive and overtake a lot of people. Almost into the back of the Jaguar there, and looks like another guy's spun out there. So up into 16th place. I do love this circuit. Prague short, really cool one. I love the challenge around here with the walls. Up the inside of two guys, run it out wide, dip two wheels onto that curb, come back for a late apex, onto the power, onto the back bridge. There we go, up to 14th. It's only halfway through lap 2 and we've gained 9 positions already. That is pretty good going. If we keep going at this rate, I'll be in about minus 17th or something by the end. Coming through the chicane, the dodgy chicane, which I often get wrong. Another car off, just scraping past him, and another guy off. What the hell is going on? Moshi's coming through, gets absolutely battered by the Formula EcoBoost there. So I'm up into 9th, gaining positions left, right and centre here. Going back past the Ferrari F50 up into 8th. This is absolutely mesmerising driving by Super GT up the inside of the Viper as he drives wide for a better line in. But I'm going to take that position off his hands up into 7th. We are now on the lookout for 6th place. Whereabouts is he? Is he round this corner? He must be round here somewhere. Can't quite see him in my sights. There he is, just on the bridge. So he's definitely within range. And someone else is off. I'm up into 6th place. There we go. Oh yes. But we're still only about halfway into the race. We can get further than this, guys. We can do more. Coming through the chicane, flying through there. Nissan GTR got it all wrong. The Ferrari 599 absolutely planted. Lovely driving. Lovely driving. I mean, this car it just has great handling. It has great grip. It's not too demanding. You can really push it through the corners. It doesn't slide too much. Doesn't understeer. Decent acceleration. Decent top speed. Doesn't really do anything exceptionally, but it does everything great. You know, it's very good at most things. But it doesn't have the best top speed or the best handling. So on some tracks you might get trumped by another car. Up to 4th place now, or catching him on the exit here. This is the guy that went underneath me, I think. So I'm going to go back past into 4th place, and let's see if we can catch up with 3rd. Judging by the map, he's fairly far ahead. Is this the back marker? Yes, it is. I'm just going to have to pull off there, get on the brakes very early, and just about get past on the exit. Having to be very careful. That is often the best way, I think. When you do catch up with the back marker, as I proved in the previous race, a lot of the time they're there just to kill you, basically. But sometimes they are genuinely there because they have just crashed or something, or they're a bit slower. Especially on a track like this, it's a shorter track, less than a minute for a lap, so it's a bit more understandable if someone is being lapped at this point in the race. But when you've got a longer lap and you're lapping someone, it is probably because of something very negative. You can assume foul play in that case when it's on a longer track. But coming into the chicane then, this is the last lap. It looks like I'm going to finish 4th here, but then as we come through the apex, absolutely flying, absolutely blitzing it. 3rd place is spun out. The chicane has claimed another victim, and I'm through into a podium position. Quite an unbelievable drive there, really. I mean, coming from 23rd to 3rd, that was really pleasing. And definitely I'd recommend this tune. PPS Ivorbigun, I will write his name in the description. It was EMW when he made the tune, but PPS is his current gamer tag. But there you go, a nice little adventure in S-Class, mostly at Silverstone, but a nice race at Prague as well. So I do hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Do let me know if you did. Subscribe if you're new and would like to see more Forza content, and hit the like button if you enjoyed. I hope to see you in the next one, guys. Thank you very much for watching, as always. I shall see you next time. Goodbye.
Listen.